Mindfulness is something that's widely talked about nowadays. If you've been curious to know more about it, then this Find Out in 5 is for you. There are so many misunderstandings about mindfulness that we have another whole recording just about those. I will just say at this point though, that it's not a way to have no thoughts, an empty clear head, or just focus on happy or positive things all the time. Although that does sound really nice, I can't do that, so I can't help you to do it either, unfortunately. Together, these 2 recordings on mindfulness, what it is and what it isn't, aim to offer a good introduction to the topic and some directions for anyone that's wanting to find out even more or to have a go. First, a little history. Jon Kabat-Zinn, an American professor of medicine, studied meditation in the 1970s. He used this learning to develop a program at his university to help people to reduce their stress. He went on to develop the Centre for Mindfulness in Medicine, Healthcare and Society. Mindfulness has since become very widely practiced, integrated into healthcare and researched across the world. And for some people, it can really help with managing the pressures of life. So what is it? Mindfulness is the process of paying full attention to our experience right now. This can include noticing what's around us, maybe noticing the clouds in the sky or the ground under our feet, as well as the experiences inside us, like noticing the thoughts or feelings that we're having. It sounds really simple, but it's harder than you'd think to guide our minds to do this. If you've listened to some of our other reps, you'll know that the problem-solving part of our minds can hijack our attention really easily. They hook us into thinking about difficulties and problems, leaving us going about large parts of our lives pretty much on autopilot. Another tricky part of this noticing is that in mindfulness you aim to be curious and interested rather than judging. It's all about noticing what's happening for you now and not trying to judge, fix or change it. For many of us, judgments come very naturally and it can feel very strange, especially if our experience is difficult or painful. Of course we'll want to fix it as soon as we can. Here are some of the important elements that make up mindfulness that we've called the 6 A's. 1. Attention. Mindfulness is the skillful directing of attention to your experience in the present moment. You can imagine your attention like the light from a torch. We can only ever shine it on one thing at a time. Mindfulness is the skill of directing the torch beam where you want it to go. 2. Awareness. As we tune in, we notice our experience on a deeper level. 3. Acceptance. This is a really tricky part. Accepting that we humans experience a huge range of thoughts and feelings throughout a day, and some may be very difficult to have. Noticing and accepting these with interest rather than trying to change or control them is a challenge. 4. Anywhere. You can practice mindfulness anywhere. At work, hospital, at home. It can be a guided exercise like some of the reps, or other audios, or a short dropping in to notice your experience right now. 5. Anytime. Similarly, you can practice these skills at any time of day or night. And 6. Again, like any skill, we get better at this one with practice. Having a go and being gentle with yourself if it's hard is a great first step. And those are the 6 A's: attention, awareness, acceptance, anywhere, anytime, and again. Like everything, this isn't for everyone, but it can help with lots of things, like building resilience to the pressures we face. If you're wondering how to start, we can do that now if you want to have a go. If you're standing, sitting or lying down, you can gently push your feet into the floor, or hands into the bed, or into each other, or wriggle or rock a little where you are. Notice the feeling of that part of you meeting the surface. Really call your attention into that experience. Your mind may well be offering up some thoughts or judgments, and that's fine. Noticing all of that, that's a mindful moment. You directed your attention into something, including the thoughts and body feelings that you were experiencing. There are a lot of exercises that can help you to take this further. We encourage you to look at NHS mindfulness resources or visit our psychological medicine website to find out more or to have a go. A lot of the radio reps that we have there can help to develop this skill or parts of it. There are different types of activities for you to try to see which is a good fit for you, and there will be more on the way too. So please visit yorkhospitals.nhs.uk and look for psychological medicine to find out more or to provide some feedback.